Mr. Speaker, the Conservatives sold off 9,000 square kilometers of Beaufort Sea for pennies to a shell company. And yesterday, the government couldn't even begin to say why they did it. The CEO of the company says that either the Russians or the Koreans might be interested in this lease. The minister had the power under the law to reject the deal, but he didn't. Why did the Conservatives sell off Canadian resources like this?
The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary, the Minister of Indian Affairs.
Well, Mr. Speaker, it's just that there's so much to say about the member for the Western Arctic, but unlike the anti-development NDP, our Conservative government is committed to unlocking the North's potential. In this case, the exploration rights were awarded to the highest bidder. If the company fails to live up to their commitments, this bid will be revoked and no license issued. Thank you.
Honourable Member for Western Arctic.
Mr. Speaker, well, remember, we're talking about a company with $220 in the bank and a corporate value of minus $32,000 at its last filing. That's the guys that got the lease. Someone who wants to get backing of the Koreans or Russians to get rich. Industry observer Paul Ziff rightly points out this would never happen in the North Sea. At least in the UK, they have some concern about who takes their resources. Why did they sell off this lease to a fly-by-night company in one of the most environmentally sensitive areas of the country, one of the places where drilling and exploration is at the most controversial right now?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary, Minister of Aboriginal Affairs.
Well, Mr. Speaker, what we can say, if the member is talking about Arctic drilling in the UK report, what it really says is that our government is showing leadership through our Northern strategy, and it calls upon their own government to develop a similar strategy. And I can report that our National Energy Board has just completed a comprehensive review of Canada's Arctic offshore drilling. And it concludes, Mr. Speaker, that Canada's regulatory regime has the tools we need to strike that important balance, protecting the safety of Northern workers, residents, and the Arctic environment, while creating jobs for Northern Canadians. Thank you.